Hey guys, what's up? This is Insanity. Got a gameplay of Modern Warfare on PC. This is a relatively okay 30 to 11 headquarters game. I'm sure there are people posting more impressive scores, but like I said previously, back during the beta when it came out, on average, the top scoring player rarely breaks 20 kills most of the time, and even if they did, they usually have plenty of deaths to go along with it, so it's very hard to do super great. And even hoping for a team of brain-dead morons does not help, because that just means the kill distribution becomes even more even, and the top player will probably have less opportunities to grab tons of kills on their own. My standards for good games have lowered so much for Modern Warfare 2019 that I'm merely content with a game where I'm able to break 20 plus kills and don't mind a bunch of deaths, unless my final score is something like 20 to 10. In which case I'd still trash the recording. Anyway, Modern Warfare 2019 is definitely not a fun game to play, and it's not so much about me blowing monkey chunks at it. Most of the maps in this game are absolute stinkers. There's probably 3 maps exclusive to 12 player counts that I can barely tolerate. The rest are enormous camp fests that this game encourages, because movement is a very tricky thing. Footstep sounds are very audible, and easily distinctive and distinguishable, which is greatly appreciated for the sound horrors out there. But then you have your player character on top of that giving away your position by shouting out things whenever you encounter an enemy, making flanking practically impossible. The only counter for this is dead silence, but it's made into a resource like Advanced Warfare's rather than a perk, and while it charges very quickly and is reusable in a single life unlike Advanced Warfare, it means that you can't always rely on it to navigate around the map. This encourages more camping and paranoia gameplay, where you have to expect enemies sound whoring you while they sit in their camping spots with shotguns and claymores as they move around. I know that I said I wouldn't expect much from the maps in future Call of Duty games before, but I thought the maps should at least be competently playable, regardless of whether I was having fun or liked them at all. I can't really say that for the maps in this game. Even the ones I can sort of tolerate are more due to having played them excessively during the beta, rather than because I enjoy playing on them. I'm sure that Piccadilly is no one's favorite map ever in any Call of Duty. I'm also certain that the weapons are actually projectile hit scans like Black Ops 4. Gunfights have consistently been frustrating, especially where the game acts as if my on-point aiming with controlled fire is really just me firing like a freaking stormtrooper from Star Wars, and the enemy just turns around and guns me down for my incompetence. My favorite part was me sneaking up behind a oblivious enemy with the FAMAS. Place one on-point burst on the enemy's body, which, you know, is the largest target area, and the game goes, haha, no thank you, as only one bullet from the burst hits the enemy. The enemy is clearly alerted and then guns me down with their LMG, which, to be fair, they did have to spray, and their spray was all over the place, and they needed to unload a chunk of their magazine to kill me. But when I had that happen to me, that was reason enough to make me rage quit. So certainly, it's more realistic that the bullets don't just instantly hit you, just like in the previous Call of Duty games before Black Ops 4, but when subject to an environment with lag, projectile bullets are just the bane of my existence, and they make gunfights feel like 2 guys trying to slap each other to death in GoldenEye 64, with the one prevailing out of luck rather than out of skill. I don't have a reliable fallback option like Black Ops 4 with sniper rifles. I occasionally pull out shotguns, but I try not to use them as much since they are considered the easy mode of Modern Warfare 2019, especially the 725 double-barreled shotgun, which everyone has been complaining about that particular shotgun. It's been a long time since a Call of Duty game had really strong shotguns, but I think while people did complain about the ones in Modern Warfare 2, everything else was so powerful that it was something they could at least tolerate. But in Modern Warfare 2019, with the increased camping and shotguns just putting you down, I think they have far less tolerance than they for the shotguns in Modern Warfare 2019 than the shotguns in Modern Warfare 2, even though the ones in Modern Warfare 2 are way more powerful. I do like these sniper rifles in Modern Warfare 2019, but they greatly increase the scope in time unless you equip certain attachments on them, so they feel pretty unwieldy until you level them up. And time to kill has been increased now that health is all back to the usual 100 HP, making snipers more vulnerable again. It certainly can't be said that they haven't tried to do anything different with this iteration of Call of Duty, considering how much it amusingly takes after their competitor Battlefield. But it's no Battlefield, and it's not a fun Call of Duty game on a basic level. Other than maybe trying to get some sniper gameplays, I don't really know how much of this I'll keep playing. To think that I might actually miss Black Ops 4, and Black Ops 4 has never been anything less but a huge headache for me to play outside of sniping, which is a huge shock, to say the least. That's the gameplay and commentary. Hope you enjoyed it, and Insanity is out.